Speak up,
and
Tess.
she was a beloved wife to Doug Jeffrey. 33 years. Her sister Liz Fox is my grandma and did not have children of her own. She was an aunt to Dave and Michael and Kate Singley, my mom. She had a nephew-in-law, Paul Singley, my dad. And she had a great niece and nephews. I was her first great niece. And her only great nephew, my brother JR. And her last great niece, Elle Cool, my cousin. She had so many family members. She was also a beloved stepmom to Jim, John, and Jody, and a step-grandma to Brian, Paul, Carter, Jessica, Ian, Evan, Emma, Rob, and May, and Emily. We helped.
Hey, gang.
She was also a huge Yankees fan and a Giants. Oh, hi, with a friendly smile, she would say to her friends and family every time she saw them. As she got older, we helped as much as we could. Grocery shopping, medicine, and books. But she was 6 and when she needed help, we all were there to answer. But she needed more. On Sunday 12-6-2020, she went to Danbury Hospital. She needed it. Then they tried their best, but thank you for trying, Danbury Hospital. You kept her safe. But then there was nothing left to do. Then sadly, 12-10-2020, she died. All of us in tears, disappointed. We loved her so much. We believe that she is welcomed by her mom, dad, ancestors, and friends. Thanks.
Good job, Tess.
Good job,
That's
Tessa.
it. Okay.
Thank you.
If anybody else would like to share some words about Ellen, please step forward and do so.
Nothing can top Tess, but Ellen and I connected in many ways. We were both second wives to Jeffries, and it's a wonderful place to be. All of us loved Ellen and her predictability. She ran like clockwork. She never missed a birthday, an anniversary, or any milestone for any of us. She always hosted our first Christmas of every year, and it always got us in the mood for the holidays. The memory of so many years with our children as they excitedly opened the exactly perfect gift that they had asked for. And as parents, we always appreciated the beautiful clothing she would get for our kids. And not to mention the years of ornaments that our children will cherish. It started all of our kids' collections, and it is something that we will hold dear to us forever. We always loved feeling comfortable and welcome at their house. I also, when she had her stent done a few years ago and her anemia was bad, I spent a lot of time with her during her blood transfusions, and I really, really, really grew to love her even more because it was more relaxed, it was more organic. We could just have great conversations. She would recommend a book. I can't thank her enough for what she gave me and all of us as her brains and her love. She will be very missed by all of us.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank
We're so
you.
appreciative of you, Sarah, for helping her. We love her. I don't know, I don't have anything really but everything that you said, Sarah, especially the Christmas ornaments. I feel like it's so hard to bury anybody, but at Christmas, looking at our tree from all the ornaments we've had since we were born, and every day a new memory pops in, like how thoughtful she was, as you said, Sarah. She'd call and be like, "Oh, I'm watching the shopping network, QVC. They have your purse on." It would be like 1 PM. Like, I'm at work, but thanks. Always thought for everybody, and like you said, Sarah, like, not to repeat, the perfect gift. I wanted to get the kids their favorite toy, always, or their clothing that they love. And my brothers and I will
always laugh and joke about how Aunt Ellen was this small woman, but she loved her prime rib. She loved that steak and said potatoes, steak, but no greens. And then when dessert came, oh, I don't need that. So we would always joke about Aunt Ellen at mealtime, how small she was and where she put this. And I'm so grateful for her being our mother, sister, and being good to my brothers and I our whole life. Because she was very thoughtful and always had something nice and would always share stories of all of you and how nice you all were to her. And I'm so grateful that she is somewhere with everybody. I like to believe that. I like to think that when she left that she was met by people, her parents, and her friends. And I think she's with you, Uncle Doug. Our whole life, it was Anna and Uncle Doug, Anna and Uncle Doug. Exactly. Where there is one, there is the other. So she's with you every day, Uncle Doug, I know. Would anybody else like to share any words?
I'm gonna try. I did not think about doing this. I don't know if I can make it through it. It's more just a story about somebody that only a few of you know. The job I have now in New Canaan, when I went for my interview, I walk in and it's a man I went to high school with. His dad, Mr. Wallace, taught with Ellen and Doug, and we're chatting, catching up, you know, how's your dad doing? He did not know that he had married, you know, Ellen Midgley to him.
Yep, Midgley.
And he instantly lit up and launched into a story about when he had her as a teacher. They put on Hamlet as a play and she picked him to be Hamlet. He was so happy talking about her, and it just had a big influence on his life. He ended up being a theater major.
Oh, wow. What a great story.
And she just, I think of Dad too, the thousands of kids' lives that they touched. And it couldn't have been a better person to touch these lives.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to tell that story.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. That's beautiful.
Does anybody else like to share any words?
Do you want to say anything about Ellen, Dad? No? Okay.
At this time, it is customary to say your last respects to the casket.
What? I said if I started, I wouldn't stop.
Okay? You can say anything you want.
Okay, he's good.
If you would like, you're more than welcome to take a flower out of one of the arrangements and place it on the casket on your way to your cars. This does conclude the services. We thank you very much for joining us here. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like to take one of your flowers and put it on top of the casket for Ellen?
No.
No?
Just remember the way she was. No, the way she is.
Yeah, the way she was before. Yeah. They have the picture there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Can I take that out and show it to him?
Absolutely.
Like that, right? That's how you remember her? That's a good picture, yeah. She looks good there.